Hello and welcome to the February 2017 MTFR monthly update. I apologize that we're a few days late coming to you. We're actually here in the first week of March due to some time off last week of some of our staff members. We didn't get this out to you. So again, I apologize. A couple personnel notes for this month. TJ Knapp, who is a new volunteer live-in at Station 204, has moved in, so you should start seeing him around the township. He was orientated in January, graduated from high school early, and took an opportunity to have a couple months off, and he has now again moved in at Station 204. Also on Friday, March the 3rd, our application period closed for civil service testing for the new full-time positions, and we are also testing again to create a new part-time list. So again, that process has closed. Civil service testing will be conducted on March the 18th, which is a written civil service test. Candidate physical ability testing, or CPAT, will start in April and run through May. So we have a several-month process in front of us, but again, I just want to make everyone aware that we are in process for testing for new positions. A couple fleet notes for this month. Truck 204 has returned from its yearly state inspection and received new brakes while it was there, so that vehicle is back in service. Engine 207 has also returned after being out of service for about a week. We had some issues there with the air ride system on the rear of that unit, and that system has been totally rebuilt, so engine 207 also back in service. And we had an emissions system repair that was needed on squad 204. That unit was out for several days and is also now back in service. Fleet mechanic has started his yearly generator inspection and service process, so all generators will be serviced coming up here in the month of March. An equipment note from Deputy Chief Bory. The SCBA here in the MTFR system are all color-coded. I'm sure that you can see that and identify with that. Everything SCBA, again, are color-coded to match the color assigned to each unit in the fleet. It is absolutely necessary that when using SCBA, that piece of equipment get back on the appropriate engine, again, based on its color code. We track the SCBA here for yearly service and maintenance issues based on that color code and based on what unit it is assigned to. So again, we've had some issue here with people putting breathing apparatus back on other units. Please make sure you put your SCBA back on the unit you got it from. If you need SCBA to go to out-of-station training, there are 2 training packs at every station and a logbook associated with that where you can sign those packs out and take those to out-of-station training, bring them back and sign them back in. Again, when you do that, make sure that the unit is serviced when you bring it back, cylinders are topped off, and they're ready to go for the next vote. A couple pre-fire survey notes for this month. Work aggressively continues at the Belmont site. If you pass by on Fruitville Pike, you may have seen that they're beginning the road widening process on the east side of Fruitville Pike. So that is ongoing at this time. Also, construction is now underway at the new auto dealership that's going at the corner of Manheim Pike and Delp Road. The Crossings Project, located in the 1400 block of Harrisburg Pike across from Longs Park, has seen preliminary site work and preparation begin earlier this week. Site work will begin in full speed over the next coming weeks, with the project expected to open in 2018. The Brethren Village project, located along the airport road entrance, has also had site work begun. On this site will be 9 two-story apartment buildings that will be added to the Brethren Village campus. Again, preliminary site work is now underway. A couple training notes for this month. Our first Hazmat Ops Refresher was conducted in the month of February. The next Hazmat Ops Refresher is March 20 and 27, and our Tech Refresher comes up in the month of April on the 3rd and the 10th. And just a reminder, every person in the MTFR system that rides the fire apparatus, whether it's driver only, junior firefighter, whatever the case may be, everybody needs to have a valid ops level or higher within the last 12 months. So if you missed that ops refresher in the month of February, you need to make sure that you attend the one in March, or again, if you are a hazmat technician, make sure you are at the tech refresher in the month of April. A closing note for this month. We had an incident recently where at an auto accident, what we thought to be a minor accident, a piece of evidence was picked up out of a vehicle and taken over and given to a police officer. Again, not maliciously, in a gesture of, hey officer, did you notice this? And that auto accident ended up turning into a fatal auto accident when one of the victims died at the hospital. I just need to remind everyone that it is not our job to pick up or collect evidence, whether we are on a highway scene or at a residential or commercial property for a fire or some other type of incident. If you see something that is out of the normal that you think would be of interest to law enforcement, whether it's the municipal police department or fire marshal, you need to go and find that person and bring them to the evidence. It is not our job to pick up and collect evidence, to bag or tag anything. We are simply going to notify the appropriate authority of what we've seen, what we found, and bring them to it and let them then collect it and document it. So just a reminder, even though it's good intentioned, it is not our job to pick things up or remove things from home or automobiles. Simply leave it where it is, find the appropriate authority, and bring them to it rather than pick it up. That's all we have for this month, so stay safe. Again, we apologize for being a little late with the February, and we'll see you at the end of March.